Hey, you on YouTube?
Brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
You hear me, bro?
We've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, you got a YouTube, bro?
Jason Myers to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
Man, shut up, bro. I'm like being dead ass, bro.
As a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here we go.
You trying to be funny and you trying to be funny, bro.
Here's Burrow to throw right away.
Oh, good one, bro. Hey, that was a good one. Okay. I'm salty too.
And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here's Walker.
Good play, bro.
Score! Touchdown, Seattle! Kenneth Walker, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, that's some bull.
The end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. There we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of
Let's go, boy. You tried. You tried.
That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now.
You need to give me a sub on YouTube, bro.
Starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh my God, why again, bro?
Picked off by Kobe Bryant, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late round pick right there, making a first round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Smith.
How is he open like this, man?
And down he goes, taking it inside the
I do not understand.
5 at the 6. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd.
Hey, you need to fix your mic, bro.
Throwing now is Gino.
Oh my God, why?
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes. And
Well, you mute it for me, bro.
Just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They're going They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Here we go on fourth. Smith.
Oh, my God.
Caught him in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
No, bro. What is going on? Nah, bro. My players got tangled up. What you mean?
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles,
this is crazy.
If anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker.
Oh, why?
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Gino. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Again, Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's
what up? Hit the sub and like, my guy. How your day going? I'm getting spanked right now, for real, for real. I'm not gonna quit. No.
And it's now 21-0. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2.
Jason Myers can kick off for Seattle.
Yeah.
Here's Myers now to kick it away.
I need something. but it's still not over though. So.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it.
Where you from, my guy?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
Why, man? This is crazy. Bro, you need to turn off your mic. All that static.
We heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot.
I don't understand this shit, man.
Interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity.
Look at this, bro.
Rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. He's into a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first-half lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0.
Jason Myers can kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry.
Come on,
and
good stop.
Quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pick out there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready. It looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
Let's go. We needed something.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, we start. Yep.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
Hit that southern link. We trying, bro.
McPherson up and good, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Smith. He hits
Boy, they be killing me, boy. The player just be wide open like that.
The 40 before he's taken down. Now Gino on first down. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith.
Wide open like that.
At the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 40 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Here we go. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete.
Let's go.
Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 43 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Here's Walker to start the drive. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first down, it's Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking in.
I don't understand, boy.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try to pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Smith. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
Lucky.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Smith on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, Smith. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith.
Let's go.
And it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. The 40, 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TV. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described.
Oh, that's some bull.
Understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll fire one downfield for Fant, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Throwing is Smith. Pressure comes and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Smith over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. They'll come to the line needing only 2 On third down, here's Walker. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right.
Hit that sub and like.
That to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness.
Hit that sub and like for your boy.
The first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 6 yards the pick.
No, it's not, bro. It's not. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, oh.
Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Hit that sub and like, man. I'll do the same for you, bro.
Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Higgins. The solid stiff arm. And
I should have ran out of bounds.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
I gave you a sub, oh. I gave you a sub. Give me one back, boy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What's up, V?
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So
go.
They haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because
because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Let's go.
He'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Yeah, I got you a sub, my guy. Appreciate it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking
I blitzed him, bro. I blitzed him.
First downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action. It's Smith.
Ah, good catch.
Over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Clock continuing to run.
It's the same as my
Snapping it on second down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still...
Hold on, bro. I'm going to be right back.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Okay, ready?
They'll run for it. It's Walker. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Here's Smith. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Bengals 23.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And they've got it. They recovered it.
Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards.
Man, who you telling, man? It was a good game, though. It was a good game.
Working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going?
And now here is another interception. I think you and I were
good game, bro. Good game.
When he threw a 2nd interception, I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He lets it fly for Lockett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Yeah, Bengals my team. What about you, O?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Smith. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Yeah, they trying to make some moves, though. Carolina, they just released that wide receiver. I seen that today or yesterday.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Smith going to throw it.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Good game, bro.
With a pick. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were.
I appreciate it, oh.
Defenders had, though. How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
I don't know, man. It just sometimes I blitz or cover 3. It probably mainly cover 3 though, for real.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
Let's go.
Just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On one, ready?
Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 29, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's go. We needed that.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He gets this in the hands.
Oh, that's some bull.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball. Because
You was hurting all day. What happened?
Catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Let's go, boy.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go. Hit that sub and like.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. And
let's go.
Now for the PAT.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
I'm trying, bro.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive.
What?
Isaiah
Good
McKenzie
catch.
hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On first down, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Good catch, bro.
Right near the 35-yard line.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last.
How is he open like that, man?
Isaiah McKenzie, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Burrow will throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 7-7, our score after 1.
All right, let's go.
Mixing up the middle.
Let's go, boy.
And not a lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all,
Hit that sub and run.
it's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Let's go.
He is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already. And
Come
so
on
go
now.
for the 47 now on first down. Here's Burrow.
What?
Throw, but incomplete.
Come on with that.
The field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Man, I'm trying, bro.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Burrow.
Let's go. Good pass, boy.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. From the gun to give to Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Burrow going to fake to mix it, and now look to throw.
Ah, I should have threw it to Chase.
Taken down here. A sack back into 32. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Now it's Burrow.
Bro, what?
They got him again. Von Miller drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
It's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through.
And I missed that mug, too.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They run here with Singletary. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Allen going to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of this.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. They begin with a run by Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Final minute now of the third quarter. Allen to throw once more. And it's caught. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. This one hauled in by Sample. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
11.
A handoff to Mixon.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. 11.
Back to Mixon on 1st down.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11, Tommy. 11 MP.
Again, it's Mixon, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
11 MP. Gotta go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To the air, Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not.
Boy, this Madden on one today.
Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
56.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Allen's throw is complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go down.
Now you see that, bro. I was blitzing.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Let's go. We needed that.
Loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Again, it'll be Singletary. And that's a touchdown.
Yeah, you see that?
Here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
You think I should go for a field goal or just go for the 2?
They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
McPherson on for the point after. Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. score as the kick's away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now Allen. Into the hands of Singletary. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Allen. And that's complete to McKenzie. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Allen.
And that is caught. It's Davis.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Throwing is Allen.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Allen.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. McKenzie now from his end zone.
You know it, bro. You know it.
Just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Now Allen again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen buying time to his left. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And again, it's Allen.
There's that man again, Diggs.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect him to attack on defense and not sit back. Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop it well short of the yellow line. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. This is Mixon on the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Burrow It's complete to Chase. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Yeah, that was a good game. We got that W. We got that W. You see how he quit? Yeah, that was a good game. Yeah, I still got the W though, bro. I'm about to be right back, man. I'm about to go to the drive-thru.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this returnable for Hines.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Off the play fake. Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch.
What?
Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Throw some fire on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to give that big advantage over.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL,
Teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try.
Bro, whatever.
Get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now.
Come on now.
Everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And Oliver busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Let's go.
Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you.
Let's go, boy.
He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
Interception. Good one.
But it's intercepted.
Good one.
And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Now, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all